Seb, seeing as though you mentioned Raheem Sterling, what's the situation there? Because we're seeing him linked with Arsenal now.
Yeah, I think I don't see why Arsenal need another winger at this stage. I mean, maybe with Eddie and Nketiah gone, you would think that a reserve centre forward might be more of a priority. But I think the thinking is, look, Sterling's going to have to take a pay cut, right, wherever he goes. Nobody's going to give him that money. The man is from London. It would be a chance to go and join another big club, give them another option. I can see why it might be interesting from Sterling's side, but I also think, you know, Arsenal, I can't see them making that kind of financial commitment when, you know, especially in a position that's not a priority. And so again, Sterling, Chilwell, Osimhen, all of these players are in this bizarre situation because, let's face it, market conditions have changed, and it's not their fault. It's not that they want to leave. It's not that they're creating this. If they're creating a situation for themselves, they're somehow victims of circumstances. And yeah, I think several of these guys are going to have to take pay cuts.
Where are we getting this stuff?
There's no possible way Arsenal want Raheem Sterling.
I mean,
come on.
Listen, if he goes
if you're desperate to offload a player, maybe you start making a few more allowances as to where you might let them go next.
What do you mean?
Like, now we're seeing names that I feel that we wouldn't usually see. You don't usually see, like, Premier League rivals.
I think if he was offering, Chelsea were off, I think if Raheem Sterling was putting his hands up and saying, I'll come and play for you for 10 grand a week, I don't think Arsenal would. I'd be shocked if Arsenal were even interested.
Why would they be?
Yeah, exactly.
They've got Martinelli and Trossard on that left-hand side, fighting tooth and nail for every single starting position. Why would they come and throw Raheem Sterling in the mix? It makes no sense whatsoever. And then you add 325 grand a week. No. He's going to be sitting on his backside when this window closes, I'm telling you. Guaranteed.
It's a resounding no from you as well, Frank?
Yeah, no, we are kind of talking nonsense, you know. We are talking about a player, Raheem Sterling, who have been very poor for the past 4 years. So as Craig mentioned, even for 10 grand a week, nobody wants him. That's what it is. That we are talking about productivity. We're not talking about names. The name of Raheem Sterling was good 4 years ago, but now, I'm sorry, we have to be realistic. I'm a chairman. I don't want him. I don't want him because for the past 4 years, it was bad. And it's not only on him. I have nothing against Raheem Sterling. When he was playing for Liverpool and Manchester City, I thought he was a great player. The 2 last years of City, he went down, signed for Chelsea, went down again, and now, he thinks that he can keep that salary and be able to play for any clubs. No, I'm sorry. You will have to lower your expectancies and maybe try to find another club to relaunch your career. But you were so down that it's quite impossible. And it's him, we're talking about him, but how many players we could have talked about, you know, the past years, who are trying to tell us that they're capable of going back. We saw that. We can talk about Jadon Sancho as well. We can talk about some others. It's always some players who still think that they still have the credit. I'm sorry, you don't.
What Arsenal are building is a camaraderie, sort of siege mentality. There's not many leaks come out of that Arsenal camp, a bit like Liverpool when they were flying, a bit like City. Even the guys that are not playing somehow seem happy enough. Maybe behind the scenes, not quite, but it's managed very well. You think Arsenal need not only the high earner whose career's in decline because of his age, but somebody who, when he was left out of squad, his representatives come out with some long-winded statement. Do you think a team that's trying to build camaraderie needs that problem?
Might be a nice new challenge from Mikel Arteta.
No. That's just. I don't know where we're going. I don't know where this has come from, but to me, it's utter nonsense. I think with the rest of the guys, I stand corrected. If he turns up wearing a red shirt with the Gunners on it, we'll all have to eat humble pie. But I don't think we're going to have a problem in that up front.
Gab, you've been laughing along at the chat here with the guys.
No, I take your point. I don't think Sterling's been that bad. His numbers flashed up on the screen, 2 years ago, 17 goals, was it 8 assists for a winger, and even last season I think he hit double figures. These aren't terrible numbers for a winger on a team that's not particularly good, the way Chelsea were last year. But I think the main thing is he feels, well, hang on a minute. I did the preseason. You didn't tell me, apparently, that's his version of events. You didn't tell me I was not part of your plans. You didn't tell me I was on the market. And then all of a sudden, first game of the season, oh, look, I'm not in the squad. It's not like his people released a statement because he wasn't in the squad. It's because he was told he's not in the squad for technical reasons. And then the next day, as we later found out, oh, no, you're not in the squad because you're not part of our plans. We're going to sell you. So I do have a bit of sympathy for him there. Now, obviously, he's got $39 million over the next 3 years, reasons, to cheer himself up. But it's not just about money. I think when you get older, you get on the brink of being 30. It is a tough spot to be in, and it's tough for Chelsea too. Chelsea can't give him away because then they take another loss on the amortization. Chelsea are already in a terrible situation financially. They can't just eat the Sterling contract and give him away, nor can they really give Chilwell away. So they have to find some sort of solution here, and I think it's gonna entail pain for both sides, both for Chelsea and for Raheem Sterling.